Then you got elephants in your life. Elephants are stuff that's not been resolved, and it starts to grow and grow, and then nobody talks about it, you know. And then you have to unpack it, have that conversation, and we create elephants when we let things slide. You have ought against someone, but you don't want to go and talk to that person because whatever reason, or you just let it slide. But it can grow. And the next thing you know, you have a herd, you know. I was going to say something else. I'll skip that. Let's move on to heaps. The Bible said, lay aside all your heaps. The weights are heaps. And if you're alive, you're going to create them. You're going to create them. And if you're productive, you're going to create them. But you got to deal with it. You know, we got bills stacked up on the paper. We got the to-do list is growing and growing and growing and growing. You got to get on top of that. You got to get on top of the heaps in your physical life, your heaps in your spiritual life, the heaps in your thought life. There's a lot of stuff that you need to clean up in there and get your thoughts together. You know what I mean? You got to work out some things. Come on, man. We got work to do. You know? And just because people are not writing you don't mean that you don't have stuff to do. You know, I tell you to journal. When you journal and start to get into your journaling, you're going to, first of all, you're going to find peace because you're just going to unload. You're going to load. If you want to talk to somebody, talk to your pen and paper. You unload on there, right? While you're doing that, while you're unloading and God is feeling and you're catching it, you're creating up a plan and somewhere you can go and lose yourself. I can sit in front of my CAX board with my journals and lose myself. It's easy to disappear for 15, 20 minutes. You know, then when it starts to really get good to me, the phones start ringing, things start happening, you know, but it doesn't matter. I get to still mash on it, right? And develop the disciplines that I need. And by journaling, and I'm getting strength. I'm reaching goals, and then I connect a goal to another goal because I don't want to stop and take that breath while I'm getting that energy. The endorphins are going, right? I need more energy, so I got to go harder so I can sustain that energy. So I don't be doing this. Really don't do this. Really tries to stay this. You know, I don't try to do this. I try to maintain that energy. Am I perfect? No. But I got gas in my car. I can get where I need to go. You know what I mean? It's that spiritual gas. I know God hears me when I pray. I have peace, and nobody has to be my peace. I can be my own peace. You understand what I'm saying? I don't need somebody to bring my peace because I'm my own peace. However, I will, you know, that's all good, but I want to make sure that I'm self-sustained because I'm not going to allow somebody to come by and rattle me. So I'm working on it. You know, I've got rattled sometimes and I don't like it. So I'm working on it, right? So while God is just pouring out on us, excuse me, I'm getting mine, right? I realize as well is dealing with the foxes in my life and the elephants and not creating new elephants in the room in my life. You know, I got to make sure that I am eating right spiritually and mentally and physically, you know. And so I have to manage that myself. I'm not dependent on nobody. I have done that. But I'm not going to do that no more. I'm going to depend upon myself. However, I need to either make sure that I get the tutors, the trainers, the mentors, the leaders, the rabbits that I need personally for my life. And I'm looking at my recruiting and it's doing pretty good. My team is doing pretty good. I like what I have around me because it's helping me. You know.